The American Airlines Arena tonight, the 30th season of Miami Heat basketball begins with the first of 6 preseason contests over the next 13 nights. Off the 30-11 finish to last season, continuity brings its own momentum to Miami. Tonight, the Heat take on the rebuilding Atlanta Hawks, and we hope you enjoy every bounce and basket of preseason NBA action right here on Fox Sports Sun. Tony Fiorentino and yours truly, Eric Reed, Sean Corbin, Ray Acosta, Josh Tiven, our NBA officiating crew. Preseason's underway for the Heat and Hawks. Off we go on the night's preseason NBA adventure. And Coach, always a lot to look for, especially out of the Heat here in our first sneak preview of the upcoming season.
Yes, Coach Spoelstra's talking about looking at combinations early in the season.
Team with Dennis Schroeder in that Atlanta backcourt. Schroeder firmly entrenched as Atlanta's starting point guard now. 2 years removed from Jeff Teague. That's Schroeder with the driving score. That's a big man with a nice touch from the perimeter. Johnson sent Ilyasova flying with a dribble. Open three for Dragic, gets closer and gets the score. We might see an awful lot of Coach Winslow coming off the bench at the 4 spot in Eric Spoelstra's positionless attack.
Well, all the guys have to accept what their role is on this team. They're so deep.
And Whiteside sends it out to Dragic. Whiteside led the NBA in rebounding a year ago. First Heat player to ever do that. Averaged 14 boards a game a year after he led the league in shot blocks. Oh, perfect one bounce. 16 points a game for the Heat last year. His frustration missing the last 13 games of the season with the injury. Dragic off the steal, scores.
He's at his best when he's getting
in mid-season form after competing in international play this summer. Just concluded recently. He's in great shape. This is the rookie Collins shooting over Whiteside and hitting it. 5 points. Miami down by 5 with 4.5 to go in the first quarter of the preseason opener. Tyler Johnson buries the jumper early in the second quarter. Luke Babbitt in for Atlanta. Babbitt played with the Heat last year. Actually started 55 games at forward for Miami last season. Tyler Johnson, able to connect with contact. Stealed by Schroeder, accelerates by Richardson. Winslow seals the deal with a defensive rebound.
Jay Rich got a piece of that.
Richardson, zigzag dribble for the score. The rookie out of Oregon checks in for Atlanta. Dorsey wears number 2. Guarded by Tyler Johnson. Schroeder. And that's Babbitt. And that's good from downtown. Luke Babbitt. Luke Babbitt, very quiet, somewhat shy guy, but a very good guy and a terrific shooter. One of the great turnarounds in NBA history. Matter of fact, they were the only team in the history of the league to be 19 under 500 and get back to 500. Tyler Johnson off the Richardson steal.
There's Jay Rich.
Tyler Johnson, career high 73 games for the Heat last year, all off the bench. His healthiest season in the league. Dragic got it. Defending Schroeder, who got in and gets it out for a Babbitt 3. Olynyk ripping the rebound down. Ellington for White. Got it.
Wow, Carl White at one end.
Gallinelli around the screen. Got away with an extra step. Set up Dedmon for the dunk. Dedmon now with 10. And he's made every one of his shots. Waiters steps back, 17-footer, money. And the long rebound snared by Dragic. Whiteside against Ilyasova. Off balance, but on target.
I think that pass was between the defenders.
What have you gleaned so far from the Heat's preliminary effort in this first preseason game?
Well, what you expect to happen, Eric, is the Heat are very deep, and they've kind of worn down Atlanta in this second quarter a little bit with that second unit. And then
good free. This is Quinn Cook coming all the way in. Nice score by Cook. And that's 3 blocks in the game for him. He was beaten by Schroeder. You see the closing speed for Josh Richardson? Defensively, impressive. Whiteside scores and draws the foul. Heat lead by 6. And the other way, Ilyasova was bottled up by James Johnson. Schroeder will launch a 17-footer. And the threes not falling for Miami. Schroeder tries on Richardson and hits the reverse. Waiters coughs it up to Bazemore. Oh, the left-hander put it right on the money from a football hangover. 8-1 as the Hawks run. Magruder from downtown. Got it. He's with somebody.
Now, normally in a regular season game, Whiteside would not be in the game with 4 fouls at this point, but they just picked up his 5th.
And the bucket will count for Schroeder, who next to the first round by Washington in 6 games. Hawks have gone to the playoffs 10 straight years. Their franchise record 11 in a row. Nice move by Olenek.
Excellent closeout by Waiters, set up that defensive play.
And the 4th block of opening night in the preseason for Josh Richardson. Tyler Johnson capitalizing. Regular season begins October 18th on the road in Orlando, where the Heat do play 6 of their first 7 at home. Ellington double pumps for the score.
They meant it.
Okara White comes in for the Heat, replacing Richardson. 40 seconds left, 3rd quarter here in Miami. Tyler Johnson over Luke Babbitt. Ring it up. Miami outscoring the Hawks in the 3rd quarter, 35-24. The defense of Josh Richardson ignited Miami's best quarter of this preseason opener.
Yeah, the 2 quarters, 2nd and 3rd quarter.
Heat lead by 3. Under 10 minutes left in the preseason opener. Tyler Dorsey connects.
But you better not drift back. There's no dilly-dally allowed there anymore. Back over to you.
All right, thank you, Jax. Some rule updates for you. Miami with a 8-point lead, biggest of the game. Ellington, advantage of the game for Miami with 6:36 left. This is the former Duke Blue Devil, Quinn Cook, twisting it in as a Wildcat freshman. Miami's up by 10. 4:15 remaining in the 4th. Nice pass by Maggette for a guy already has an NBA-ready jump shot from 3-point line. Set the Central Florida records at UCF for 3. Biggest lead of the game for Miami. Off the spin, it's Cook, plus the foul. 13-point Heat lead. Cook all the way through. For 5 of the 6 preseason games and 81 of the 82 regular season games can be seen right here. Clock winding down off the turnover. It's Cook, and that's Jenkins, and that's good. Now time will run out. First preseason game is over and in the books as a Heat victory. Well, game turned around by the 3rd quarter offense and defense of Josh Richardson. He and Winslow put on a show. The Heat's 2 third-year players out of the 2015 draft class. So the Heat opened the preseason with a 96-90 victory. Always nice